Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, a very good defense will be on the field. The Jaguars are top 10 in fewest points allowed, and they'll be up against the Seahawks offense that wants to hang a big number on them.
Well, Larry, with a side of fans splashing in pools behind the end zone, we can only be in one place. That's Everbank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the rookie first rider from LSU, it's Leonard Fournette. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
6 yards to go here on second down. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Bortles. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll run for the first time with Lacey. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They run it again with Lacey. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, and for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And able to find Graham, complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. A Seahawk first down. Wilson to his big target, Graham. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Now a play fake here on first down. Dumps it off to Fournette. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 36. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go now. Green, 30 left.
They fake the handoff. Now Bortles airing it out for Hearns. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You've got to cash in and get some points.
A first update now from Cleveland, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down.
Green, 90.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Throwing is Bortles. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good red zone run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second and goal. Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go. 39. Z. Check three. So. Z.
They'll give Fournette another crack. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
2nd down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Defense showing blitz. Now Wilson on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 23 yards on the play.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On 1st down, Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Back to the ground. It's Lacy. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Count me's a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. Wilson. They set up the screen to Rawls. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And the former Florida Gator, Sturgis, gets it to go. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
Coming up later tonight, a reminder, one of the best rivalries going. We'll have the Ravens and Steelers for you at 8:30 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday night, another divisional matchup. This time it's the Pats heading down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.
Nice twofer there.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Fournette, a first down carry. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Looking long for Westbrook. He's got it at the 15. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 46 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Back 50.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
On the direct snap, this will be Fournette. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. A second quarter score from KC, and the Raiders have jumped out to an early lead over the Chiefs. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And Myers able to knock it through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
He hits Baldwin right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
One of the things that I observed when Dante Fowler was coming out in the NFL draft, how hard he played the game. Every time I turned on a tape, he was either rushing the passer, making a play, or making a play in space against the ball downfield, or hustling from one sideline to the other. How about that play right there? Making a nice tackle, holding it to a short gain.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Meanwhile, over in Houston. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Now a 1st down carry, it's Lacy. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Second and 5. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Here's Wilson to throw on second down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
You got him. You got him. You got him.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And they run with a backup. This is Thomas Rawls. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Shift together here from the D-line. They go play action here on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down. Lacey gets the handoff from Wilson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And this seemingly endless drive continues. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The second quarter score from KC. And the Raiders have jumped out to an early lead over the Chiefs. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
Here we go now. Green, black 58, rail. Go. Black 58, rail. Black 58.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. Looking deep downfield. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it, but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Mike Bennett in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. They go play action for Yeldon. Now it's Bortles. Airing it out for Hurns. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. The second quarter score from KC. And the Raiders have jumped out to an early lead over the Chiefs. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Graham's got it. Complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second down, Lacey. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And the former Florida Gator, Sturgis, gets it to go. And we've seemingly lost communication with Larry. Good news, though, both teams somehow already back on the field and ready for the third quarter. This will be fielded at the 8. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 24-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. That one goes for 24 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Wilson on 1st down. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Following the penalty now, Lacey. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Second down, the ball on the 2 here, 2nd and goal. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Eddie Lacy hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes it
through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. And that will make this a 4-point game. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. It seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
They'll try to get the offense going with Lacey. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. To throw on 2nd down. Wilson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. Going deep here for Bryant. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the rookie from the U, Rayshon Jenkins. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Bortles. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Bortles now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And tough starting field position here. They begin the drive with Lacey. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Say what you want about Eddie Lacy. He is really important to his team, and right now they're holding him down well below his normal yardage total, and his team's losing the game.
And we talk about it so often, how tough he is to bring down, but they found a way to do it.
Yeah, I think gang tackling, getting a lot of people to him, that's the key to everything. Not many guys can take him down one-on-one consistently.
Again, it's Lacey. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, Wilson. Going deep here for Bryant. And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Seahawks. 71 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Luke Wilson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. And the quarterback won't take the snap here. This is the Wildcat look. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
Second down following the run. They'll run it again with Fournette, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Jaguars on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Bortles. Flush to his right. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, you know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. A throw left side complete to his receiver, Westbrook. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On first down, Bortles. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Bortles. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the fourth. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
Here we go now.
Here's Fournette. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Myers able to knock it through, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3 and out.
As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Now he's flushed out right. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And the D looking like they may blitz. Now Wilson on 2nd down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Complete to Bryant. He's at the 30, the 20, and he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 52 yards. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Luke Wilson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And the lead is up to 14. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Lacy. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On second down, here's Wilson. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. One Wilson to another for a Seahawk first down. Fresh set of downs here. Lacy. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now Lacy. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Wilson a give to Rolls. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And the former Florida Gator, Sturgis, gets it to go. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the fourth.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Ready. Green, 90. Go.
On play action, it's Bortles. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Robinson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. A fourth quarter score, meanwhile, from Kansas City. The Raiders have moved back in front in that game. That has been back and forth all afternoon. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They start the drive on the ground with Lacey. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Now a 20th carry of the game for Lacey. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Wilson going to give to Rolls. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Here's John Ryan now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
So this is not the QB here. They're going to do a direct snap out of the Wildcat. And some space here. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His third touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Checking in on Houston. It's in the fourth quarter there. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Seahawks, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to EA Sports.
you.